We're going to teach you how to log into the web portal, how to find your product ID to install the desktop software, how to add new users, how to assign a license to a new user, and how to install or update the desktop software. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is go to terrainnavigator.com, and you should have received an email with your login information, so your username and password. So once you have that, you'll click on the login tab and enter your username and password and click login. So to find your product ID for the desktop software, what you're going to do is go to account, and this is going to be all of your personal login information. So if you go to licenses, you'll see you have a base subscription and any additional modules that you have that are tied to that base subscription. So if I click on the little edit symbol here, you can see product ID, and so this long key is the product ID that you're going to need to install the desktop software. So that's where you'll find that at. Now if you're an administrator and you need to add new users, you'll go to administration and users, and so you can add a new user here. So you'll assign a username, a password, an email address, and then first, last name, and phone number. So the only thing to really note here is you have to have independent email addresses. So you can't have one company email address with multiple users. So everyone has to have an independent email address. So once you fill out all that information, you can leave the check boxes if you want to receive monthly emails. And then if they're going to be an account administrator, you want to make sure you have this box checked so that they can go in and make any changes that they need to. And then once you're complete with that, you can click done, and that'll add your new user. And then next, to assign licenses to that user, you're going to click the licenses tab here and then go down and you'll find a blank license. So the additional modules are tied to the base subscription. So you'll see here I have the SITECH add-on module and the parcel data. So these two additional modules are tied to this base subscription. So for some users, you may just purchase the base subscription with no additional modules, and you may have a few subscriptions that have additional modules tied to them. So you just want to make sure you have the correct subscription for that user if you want one that doesn't have any additional modules for this particular user. Now if you accidentally assign the user to the wrong module, all you have to do is go back into users and then delete the user, and it'll free up the licenses, and then you can just add the user back in. And so to add the user to the subscription, you'll click the edit tab and then assign user, and then you'll just pick whoever you want that user to be for those licenses and click save. And then to install the desktop software or update it, you're going to go to the Downloads tab. And for a new installation, you're going to click the top download for new installs. And if you already have TNP and you're just upgrading to the latest and greatest, then you use this second option here for upgrade. And that's where you'll find your downloads. So for a new installation, when you click the download, it's going to download a exe file, which is the installer. So that downloads rather quickly. And when you click open and run, then it starts the actual installation process and downloading all the files. So it's a pretty large file or set of files, so it's about 1 gigabyte. And then you'll have some additional files that are probably about 2 or 3 gigs. So it takes a little while for the full installation to download. So just plan on it taking a little bit of time, depending on your internet speed. Sometimes it can go reasonably quickly. but for the better part, it takes a little while. So just so you're aware, to plan on it taking a few minutes to get that software actually installed. So we've covered in this tutorial how to log into the web portal, how to find your personal product ID, how to add new users, how to assign the licenses to a new user, and how to install or update the desktop software. Thanks for watching.